Jason Carter sits in a hospital room late in the evening, cradling his newborn daughter, Lily, with awe and exhaustion etched across his face. The sterile scent of antiseptic lingers, mingling with the faint sweetness of baby lotion. At first, pure joy radiates from him. Every tiny movement of the infant, every soft yawn, fills him with love and pride. Yet, as he studies her features closely, the pale blue eyes, delicate nose, and tiny hands, he notices something is subtly off. A flicker of doubt creeps into his mind, though he tries to dismiss it. The contrast between his joy and the quiet suspicion gnaws at him internally. He forces a smile, whispering words of love to Lily, even as a cold, unnameable fear begins to form. His heart battles between unconditional paternal love and a shadow of Emily Carter, radiant in the post-delivery glow, reclines in her hospital bed, holding the newborn carefully in her arms. Her lips curve into a warm smile, but her eyes flicker with a trace of tension she cannot fully conceal. When Jason hesitantly voices small, observational questions about the baby's features, she brushes him off with a nervous laugh, her fingers tightening slightly around Lily's tiny hand. Her posture is graceful, almost serene, yet there's an undercurrent of anxiety, a subtle stiffness in the way she shifts her gaze. The emotional contrast between Jason's growing suspicion and Emily's outward composure heightens attention. To an outsider, they appear blissfully happy. But beneath the surface, a silent discord simmers. The audience senses a discrepancy, recognizing hints of concealed secrets and internal conflict that Jason has yet to fully understand, setting the stage for an unfolding drama of trust, doubt, and betrayal and certainty. As friends and family arrive, the hospital room fills with congratulatory chatter, flowers, and wrapped gifts. Laughter and soft camera clicks punctuate the warm atmosphere. Jason moves through the crowd, smiling and nodding, masking the uneasy gnawing in his chest. Each visitor's gaze at Lily triggers a subconscious comparison in his mind. The baby's eyes, nose, and small hands do not quite align with his own features. He recalls a prenatal report Emily once claimed she had misplaced, a detail that now haunts him. The dramatic irony here is palpable. The audience senses betrayal before Jason has concrete evidence, witnessing his struggle to maintain normalcy. Every compliment from relatives and friends, every cooing word, amplifies the tension. Jason's mind races while his lips stay curved in practiced smiles, the seeds of doubt slowly taking root. Even amidst apparent celebration, a shadow of suspicion grows, hinting at an emotional journey that will unravel secrets and test love. Jason Carter is a 34-year-old architect whose life is a blend of discipline, dedication, and quiet ambition. Raised in a loving but traditional household, he learned early that trust and loyalty are the pillars of meaningful relationships. This foundation shaped him into someone who is protective and deeply committed to the people he loves. Jason's career success stems from his meticulous nature, long hours, and relentless pursuit of perfection. Yet his professional confidence contrasts with his subtle naivety in matters of the heart. His love for Emily has always been unconditional, often blinding him to small warning signs. He believes in seeing the best in people, sometimes to his detriment. These traits make him a relatable and sympathetic character whose internal conflict, joy and pride for his newborn, paired with creeping suspicion about Emily, lays the emotional groundwork for the unfolding drama. Emily Carter, 32, is an ambitious marketing executive whose charm and intelligence mask a restless spirit. While she genuinely loves Jason at times, her craving for admiration and excitement outside the confines of marriage drives a hidden complexity in her personality. Emily's upbringing and career success have cultivated a desire for independence, yet she fears true vulnerability, leading her to guard herself behind a polished exterior. Moments of affection for Jason are interspersed with flashes of selfishness and impulsive longing, creating tension in their 6-year marriage. Her ambition doesn't diminish her capacity for love, but complicates it. Her actions are often guided by a mix of insecurity and desire. This duality makes her emotionally compelling and unpredictable, allowing the audience to understand her perspective without fully condoning it, while setting up the dramatic friction between loyalty and temptation that will fuel the story. Jason and Emily's marriage, though outwardly stable, bears subtle cracks that have grown over 6 years. Communication and intimacy have slowly eroded, leaving Jason increasingly vulnerable to doubt and Emily increasingly tempted by external validation. Jason's unwavering trust allows him to ignore small warning signs, while Emily balances maintaining appearances with concealing her secret desires. Their new baby, Lily, intensifies emotions. Jason juggles fatherhood, career pressures, and a mounting unease about Emily, while she carefully navigates her ambitions and hidden liaisons. Supporting characters heighten tension. Megan, Jason's protective sister, senses underlying issues and offers quiet guidance, while Emily's co-worker hints at forbidden attraction, subtly influencing events. This setup plants seeds of betrayal and heartbreak, with the audience privy to the cracks that Jason cannot yet fully see. The stakes are deeply emotional. Jason's seemingly perfect life is fragile, and every interaction carries potential for revelation or devastation. Late in the evening, Jason is in the nursery, organizing baby clothes and tiny toys, trying to create a perfect space for Lily. As he opens a drawer, a forgotten envelope catches his eye. Inside lies a prenatal report he thought Emily had misplaced. His hands tremble as he flips through the papers, and his heart stalls when he sees the paternity test results. The numbers are not what he expected. The evidence is clear. Lily is not biologically his. For a moment, time seems to freeze. His chest tightens, his vision blurs, and he struggles to breathe. The weight of disbelief presses down on him. Everything he believed about his family, his life, and his marriage teeters on the edge. Shock, confusion, and anger swirl in a dizzying storm, leaving him paralyzed. The audience experiences this jolt of betrayal alongside him, heightening suspense and empathy. Emily enters the nursery casually, holding a cup of tea, unaware of the storm raging inside Jason. Her serene demeanor clashes violently with his panic. He stammers, trying to articulate what he just discovered, his voice shaking and eyes wide with disbelief. Emily laughs lightly at his reaction, brushing it off as a misunderstanding, her attempt to gaslight him only intensifying his fury. Anger, confusion, and heartbreak converge as Jason realizes the full magnitude of the betrayal. His trust, once absolute, feels shattered beyond repair. The room, filled with the innocence of baby toys and pastel walls, now becomes a stage for an emotional battlefield. Every gesture, every word, reverberates with tension. The audience witnesses the raw intensity of their interaction, understanding the stakes without fully revealing the future consequences. Jason's silent pain contrasts Emily's practiced composure, amplifying suspense and empathy for his character. Jason retreats from immediate confrontation, realizing he cannot act without proof. His mind races with questions, doubts, and the urge for justice. Though the betrayal is confirmed on paper, he knows Emily will manipulate the truth if confronted prematurely. Determined to uncover the full extent of the affair, he secretly contacts a private investigator, hiring them to gather evidence discreetly. Every decision he makes is calculated. The room feels colder now, stripped of its earlier warmth. The audience senses a quiet tension as Jason transitions from shock to strategic action, his emotional vulnerability juxtaposed with rising resolve. Emily's fear, though hidden, begins to manifest in subtle behaviors, adding layers to the narrative. Suspense mounts as viewers anticipate the next moves, fully invested in the unraveling drama. Jason's choices now drive the story forward, setting up a tense cat-and-mouse dynamic that promises betrayal, confrontation, and emotional upheaval. That Jason's discreet investigation begins to yield a series of devastating revelations. Text messages between Emily and her co-worker, one seemingly innocuous, reveal flirtations that escalate into clandestine meetings. Hidden photos captured by the investigators show Emily in intimate moments outside the home, her casual smiles masking betrayal. Each discovery pierces Jason's heart with a fresh wound. Heartbreak, anger, and humiliation collide in a storm of emotions. The father in him longs to shield his newborn from the unraveling truth, yet the man in him seethes with desire for justice. The tension is amplified as the audience experiences the duality of Jason's suffering, the love for his family and the betrayal that threatens to destroy it. These revelations are methodically layered, making every piece of evidence heavier than the last, building a sense of inevitable confrontation, and emotionally investing the audience in Jason's turmoil. Within the family sphere, tension grows silently yet palpably. Emily becomes increasingly aware of Jason's distant demeanor, noticing the subtle scrutiny in his eyes and the guarded way he moves around the house. She employs subtle manipulation, light jokes, deflective comments, and feigned innocence to mask her guilt. Meanwhile, Megan, Jason's perceptive sister, observes the cracks in the family dynamic. She gently probes Jason, sensing unspoken conflict, while he offers carefully measured hints that reveal fragments of truth without fully exposing the crisis. Every interaction becomes layered with suspense. Smiles feel forced, casual conversations laced with subtext, and every touch or glance loaded with suspicion. The audience feels a strain of domestic tension, recognizing the slow, inevitable unraveling of trust and intimacy. This silent warfare within the family unit escalates the stakes, making ordinary moments feel like battlefields of emotional complexity. Jason grapples with a tumultuous mix of emotions, caught between love, anger, and a need for vindication. He yearns to protect his child from the fallout, while confronting Emily's betrayal with controlled precision. Each moment with Lily, each glance from Emily, intensifies his inner conflict. Emily, in turn, oscillates between guilt and defiance, justifying her choices while fearing exposure. The tension permeates all social interactions. Baby showers, family gatherings, and even casual visits become tense landscapes of unspoken truths. Jason quietly plots the ultimate confrontation, meticulously calculating the right moment to reveal evidence and demand answers. The audience senses a simmering potential for explosive emotional release, with each scene foreshadowing the story's climax. The interplay of hidden truths, suppressed rage, and fragile love ensures that viewers are emotionally invested, anticipating the eventual reckoning, while feeling the weight of the characters' personal struggles. The setting is a tastefully decorated living room, transformed for a surprise family baby shower. Streamers, pastel balloons, and soft lighting create an atmosphere of celebration and joy. Guests arrive, unaware of the storm about to unfold. Jason, holding Lily in his arms, stands quietly near the center of the room, radiating calmness that belies the storm within him. The audience senses a tension as Jason surveys the crowd, eyes fixed on Emily. He knows every glance, every smile, every whispered word could soon become part of the revelation. The contrast between the cheerful ambience and the impending emotional eruption heightens suspense. Jason's composed demeanor, combined with the weight of evidence in his hands, signals the audience that a critical turning point is imminent. Each moment of delay builds anticipation, as viewers wonder how, when and in what words he would deliver the devastating truth. Jason takes a deep breath, his voice steady, and gently interrupts the celebration. He holds Lily up, drawing every eye, then announces that the paternity test has been manipulated. A hush falls over the room. Guests gasp, some stepping back in shock, others exchanging bewildered glances. Emily's composed smile falters as panic flashes across her face. She opens her mouth to respond, but Jason proceeds, exposing the evidence of her affair with her co-worker. Words tumble between them in a charged, heated exchange. Emily pleads, tries to manipulate perception and defend herself, but every lie crumbles under Jason's calm, factual delivery. The emotional intensity escalates as humiliation and betrayal are laid bare before family and friends. Every gesture, tear, and gasp magnifies the drama, creating a cathartic release of the audience as the private secret erupts into public reckoning. The ultimate twist unfolds when Emily's lover, casually attending the shower under the guise of offering congratulations, is suddenly revealed in front of everyone. The audience experiences a double shock. The lover's presence confirms Jason's suspicions and adds public humiliation to Emily's exposure. Gasps ripple through the crowd as the lover's reaction mirrors Emily's: panic, shame, and regret. Jason's composed, strategic approach ensures that the power dynamic shifts completely. Emily, once confident and manipulative, is stripped of control. Her facade crumbles entirely, leaving her vulnerable and isolated, while Jason stands resolute, his integrity and calm authority heightened in contrast. The tension releases in a mixture of justice, heartbreak, and triumph, delivering an emotional catharsis to the audience. The scene captures the ultimate intersection of betrayal, revelation, and vindication, leaving viewers fully invested in the fallout, anticipating the emotional consequences and future repercussions of this explosive confrontation. In the immediate aftermath of the explosive revelation, Jason makes the difficult decision to move out temporarily with Lily, prioritizing the safety and emotional well-being of his child. The once shared home now feels like a space filled with echoes of betrayal, and Jason seeks distance to regain clarity. Alongside this physical separation, he initiates legal proceedings, divorce filings, custody arrangements, and protective measures, ensuring that his parental rights and the child's best interests are firmly safeguarded. Every step he takes is deliberate, balancing justice with care. This period of upheaval is also an emotional reset. Jason confronts the consequences of Emily's choices, processing grief, anger, and disappointment while laying a foundation for a structured, self-determined life. The audience witnesses his transition from victimhood to agency, appreciating the practical and emotional measures required to reclaim control over a life disrupted by deception. As days pass, Jason begins reclaiming his emotional and mental equilibrium. He sets firm boundaries with Emily, limiting contact to matters concerning Lily, and communicates openly with family and friends, establishing clarity about his needs and limits. The process is empowering. He realizes that self-respect and agency are non-negotiable. While Emily grapples with the shame and isolation resulting from her choices, Jason experiences growth rooted in resilience. Support from Megan and a close circle of friends reinforces his sense of stability, offering perspective and emotional reinforcement. He becomes less reactive, more intentional in his actions, and increasingly confident in making decisions that prioritize long-term well-being over immediate confrontation. The audience observes a profound transformation. Jason evolves from a man blindsided by betrayal into someone with emotional maturity, fortified boundaries, and a renewed sense of self-worth. That Jason's focus gradually shifts to healing and nurturing his bond with Lily. Every moment, from bathing her to reading bedtime stories, reinforces their connection, creating a safe emotional environment that contrasts sharply with the chaos of betrayal. Small acts, like walking to the nursery to fix toys or straighten blankets, become symbolic gestures of reclaiming his world and agency. The nursery, once a reminder of broken trust, transforms into a space of hope and stability. Jason's genuine smiles and laughter signal progress, reflecting a father learning to find joy despite uncertainty. Megan and friends continue to provide emotional scaffolding, demonstrating the strength of chosen family over fractured ties. Though the future remains unpredictable, Jason now navigates it with confidence, resilience, and love. The audience is left with a sense of catharsis and empowerment, witnessing a man rise above heartbreak and betrayal, forging a life defined by agency, integrity, and an enduring bond with his child. The morning light filters softly through sheer curtains, casting a gentle glow on Jason's desk. Alone in the quiet of his home, he opens his journal, pen poised over blank pages. Each stroke of ink becomes a meditation on love, betrayal, and personal resilience. Memories of Emily's charm and duplicity swirl in his mind, but instead of festering in anger, he channels reflection and clarity. Writing, he confronts the painful truth. His love was unconditional, yet hers was self-centered, governed by desire and fear. The act of journaling becomes therapeutic, a symbolic reclaiming of his narrative and agency. With every word, he processes grief, rage, and relief, crystallizing lessons learned and boundaries set. The audience senses a profound transformation. A man once blindsided by betrayal is now grounded, reflective, and empowered, fully aware of his capacity to protect what truly matters: his child, his peace, and his integrity. Later, Jason takes Lily to a nearby park, their laughter mingling with the crisp morning air. Swings, slides, and open green spaces provide the backdrop for a stark contrast to the story's earlier tension. As he pushes Lily gently on the swing and catches her tiny hands, joy radiates freely from him, untainted by past betrayal. This playful intimacy signifies a renewed bond, built not on illusions but on trust, love, and protection. Emily's absence is noticeable, yet underscores the permanence of consequences. The choices of betrayal have removed her from this chapter of life. Each smile, each giggle from Lily affirms Jason's emotional recovery. The audience witnesses liberation from heartbreak, the raw, unguarded joy of fatherhood replacing the shadow of deception. Moments like these convey hope, healing, and the reclamation of life after trauma, allowing viewers to feel the emotional payoff of Jason's journey. The story closes on a bittersweet but empowering note. Jason's world has irrevocably changed. Betrayal reshaped his trust, love, and family dynamics. Yet, he emerges stronger, wiser, and more grounded. Emily's absence is a silent testament to her choices, while Jason's agency and emotional resilience take center stage. The camera of the mind lingers on him, smiling at Lily, feeling the weight of past pain dissolve into lessons learned. Emotional closure comes not from revenge, but from self-preservation, growth, and an enduring bond with his child. For the audience, the story delivers catharsis. Heartbreak is acknowledged, justice is felt emotionally, and hope is restored. Jason's laughter and the gentle serenity of their park scene encapsulate the journey from betrayal to empowerment, leaving viewers with a sense of satisfaction and emotional completeness. A final beat that resonates long after the story ends.